All right, in this video, what I'm going to show you how to do is find the area of a trapezoid. You have to understand which of these values given is your bases and which is the height. And so a lot of times in geometry, what happens is we turn these things on you. So the height, pretty clear that that's the height of the trapezoid here. But when we turn it this way, sometimes some students get confused by that. So one thing you need to understand is your bases are always going to be the two lines that are parallel. So we've got parallel lines here. Those are our bases. Parallel lines here. Those are our bases, and so that's what we need to use in our formula. So let's break down the formula used to find the area. Area equals 1/2 times, we need to do base 1 plus base 2. So base 1 plus base 2, and then at the end we need to multiply it by the height of the trapezoid. So what we're looking at here are two different trapezoids. We're trying to figure out the area, how much can fit inside of the shape. Let's do it with each one of these, and hopefully you can handle it after I show it. So area is going to equal 1/2. It's always going to be cut in half. I can explain that in another video and explain why the 1/2 even plays a role for us. Okay, we got the 1/2 here. We're going to be multiplying that by our base 1 plus our base 2. In this case, we've got base 1, base 2. Doesn't matter which one you do is the 1 and the 2. We just got to add together 9 and 6. Thank goodness it's addition because we can flip-flop them. We'll get the same result either way. And then h goes on the outside of the parentheses here. In this case, h is our height, which is 4 feet. So we need to take 9 plus 6, multiply it by 1/2, and then multiply it by 4. Or you can multiply by 4 and then by 1/2, your choice. Okay? 9 plus 6 is going to give me 15. Because 15 is an odd number, I would probably multiply it by the 4 first to give me 60. And now we got 60 times the 1/2 that we haven't used yet. Half of 60 is 30. And make sure to give area squared. We're dealing with feet as a unit. So 30 feet squared is the area of the trapezoid. Now we go over to this one, which becomes a little bit more challenging because we turn that thing on you and the height's a little bit more difficult to determine what it is. But if you listen to what I said at the beginning of the video, our bases are always our parallel lines. These lines are not parallel, so our bases have to be these. That's 6 and 4, so we're just going to write that same formula out. A equals 1/2 times base 1 times base 2. I always like to give empty parentheses and write everything else down. My height in this case, we always think of height as how tall something is. But if you turn something, it's now going to have a height that goes horizontal. Height's 5. We're going to put a 5 in. Okay. Now we got base 1 and base 2. That comes from our parallel lines, 6 and 4. So we got to add 6 plus 4 together to give me 10. I still got to multiply that 10 by 5 or by 1/2. Your choice, whichever one you want to do first here. Half of 10 is 5 times 5 more would give me 25. That's not a very good answer. It's an answer. It's acceptable. I'll be happy if a kid gives that, but I'd be a lot happier if they said 25 yards squared. Study hard and good luck on your upcoming test.